Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 2 of our live stream expert series. Today we'll be diving down into stream structure and content. So last Wednesday, we covered everything that you need to know about before you even live stream. So we did the pre-planning, we covered the technical setup and the tools, the presence training, makeup, sales positioning, and positioning yourself for the live stream, as well as mental resilience and fear. Today, we are going to be covering everything that you need to know about what to actually say when you go live. So welcome to all those watching. Please leave a comment down below if you are tuned in, just to let me know that you're here. And let me know how your Wednesday's going. Mine's going pretty good. I'm having a nice hot cup of coffee right now. So, like I said last time, we don't want to start this live stream and just kind of start waiting for people to show up. We want to just get right into the material. So that's what I'm going to be doing, is going ahead and letting you guys in on what we're going to cover today. I already talked about what we covered last week. Now, today is all about the introduction, finding that hook, positioning yourself in terms of storytelling. So ensuring that you know what your goal is right up front, and then ensuring that you come up with the right story to execute that vision. Then we have positioning our offer. We have reestablishing the value benefit of that offer and of the live stream in general. And then final push for the CTA, which is call to action. So, like I said, last time we went over the pre-mental mindset. This time we're going to start talking about how to actually execute the live stream. This is after you press play on the button on Instagram. Right now, this is live, right? So what are you going to say? In order to feel confident speaking, you must have a plan, right? Here is my plan in my hands. It's totally okay to hold yours, but you need a plan. That is absolute for certain. So if you have a plan and if you have a goal, you should be able to feel comfortable in front of the camera talking about that goal, because it is your expertise. We talked about that a little bit last week. To begin figuring out what your focus is going to be for this live stream, you have to start writing out your goal. We talked about some goals that you might have in last episode. So those are things like developing a relationship with your viewers to build a real, true community and a customer base that is actually going to spend their money in your store, right? That's the main goal, is to have a bigger reach, have much more of a following, and to expand your audience and your relationship with that audience. It's not just about getting customers. It's also about the retention. How are you going to keep those customers? How are you going to make sure that those customers are going to be entertained and excited the whole way through? And most importantly, how are they going to be engaged with you on your live stream? Another goal that you may have is product expertise and training. So say, for instance, I wanted to sell this box of tissues, right? I'm going to have a whole stream about the benefits and education surrounding this box. Is it made of bamboo? What is it made of? Is it eco-friendly? What kind of boxes can you put in it? Is there other uses? Things like that. You're going to want to have a stream on your page, especially if you serve a product that is a specific video catered to answering specific questions about your product and going deep dive into that product. If you're a service, you're definitely going to be wanting to stream, because you are the staple of your business. You are the person who performs those services. And so in order for your audience to feel a connection to you, they have to see your face. They have to see who they're talking to, who they're listening to, in order to understand the value that they're getting and position that information in their head. Is it somebody that has the expertise in the industry? Is it somebody that looks smart, looks like they're able to perform a specific task? Are they going to be able to give me the results that I'm looking for? That's why you need to go on live stream. If it is like me and you're just looking to build up a content library, then that goal is going to be specifically catered to how can I best build up this library, and what do my customers really need to know about me and my business in order to do so effectively. Then, of course, the money, right? We want to make sure that we're getting the money, we're converting those sales. So how can I convert the sale? Maybe it's not the obvious QVC style where I'm sitting here, hi, make sure that you buy this. Maybe it's not that. Maybe it is that you want to convert a sale by doing a secondary reach out. So maybe it's more of a piquing of the interest, and then you're going to figure out the rest of your sales funnel after that. But if that is the point of your live stream, you need to have this in mind when you're writing your plan, because it's going to be different no matter what industry you're in, no matter what product or service you're selling, you're going to have a different structure of stream. The important thing is to keep in mind that you need a goal, and your introduction needs to express that goal as well. So in this series, my goal is to give you some expertise on live streaming. So what did I do at the very beginning? I introduced the stream, talked to you about what the title is about, what this stream is going to be about, what we covered last week, and just dove right into the content. That is my main priority because I want to get to the meat and potatoes. I don't necessarily want people hanging around who don't necessarily need this information. If you're not interested in live streaming, you don't need to watch, right? So that is why I needed to just get right into the content to filter out anyone who may not be interested, or maybe even doesn't even have a business and it's not worth their time to actually continue watching. So those are the important things to cover, because those are the ways that you narrow down your demographic and your viewers and your audience. So if I know that my goal is to create content and to develop a course for those who own a business and are looking to live stream and put a face to their business, then by reiterating what the live stream is about, what last week's live stream is about, and what we're going to cover today, I inform our audience and our viewers about exactly what they can expect when they're tuning in and what they're spending their time on right now. So after you have that intro, there are lots of other ways that you could do an introduction for a live stream video. There's different questions that you can ask, developing a hook, but those are going to be what feels most natural to you. Of course, I could go in depth about every single kind of strategy that you could do at the beginning of a stream, but unless it feels totally normal and natural for you, it's just not going to land as well. So that's why I don't want to give you a bunch of flashy things to try to remember during your stream. I really just want to give you the bones of the structure so that you can feel confident moving forward. So we covered the goal and the introduction and the hook. Next up, we need to know about a personal story that you can tell. And this is the best way for everyone that's watching right now and anyone who's looking to live stream for their business to become a little bit more personable, right? So my name is Kaylin. I am the owner of Ellie Social Media Inc. We are an agency that's focused on social media management, branding, and content development. I also do a specialty in live streaming and video marketing for my clients. And that's why I wanted to bring you this live stream series, is to share my expertise. Now, the reason why I'm doing that is because I've had 3 years of streaming ability, right? I've been streaming for 3 years on a consistent basis, weekly, if not twice weekly, if not 3 times weekly, depending on what accounts I'm working on. So if I have all of this experience, I'm sitting here thinking, okay, how can I translate that experience into something that is digestible, something that's really, really value driven, and something that's going to make an impact? So I thought, okay, I have some spare time in my calendar right now. I'm going to bang out this series for 1 hour every single week, tailor my social media marketing strategy at this point for Instagram and Facebook to this series, and see what kind of value I can turn out afterwards. Now, like I said, I've been streaming for 3 years now, and that's for various companies, which means I come in, I log into the company's Instagram pages, and I stream directly through their portals and platforms. This allows me to connect directly with the audience so that I can present the product and do the live stream video the best I could possibly do it. This is an option that's available for you too. If you are a business owner and you are looking for somebody to go live for your business, consider having a chat with me. Maybe we can talk about what sort of thing you're interested in doing and whether or not we're a fit in terms of me live streaming for you. Now, this stream is not necessarily about that, although that is a service that's available. This is more so for you specifically to learn how to do it yourself. If you don't know how to do it yourself and you maybe want somebody else to do it first just to kind of see what the impact would be and how it would come across on your page, then of course, take a look at hiring outside freelancers or brand ambassadors, maybe even influencers, to go live on your page and develop your content for you. So lots of really, really exciting things that you can do on live stream. I've told you basically a story about where my experience comes from, what my intentions are, and where I'm going, right? So that's a story in itself. I can tell you a funny story that's a little bit more engaging or interesting, but if it's not directly related to what your goal is for this specific stream, it's just a waste of time. So I could have gone ahead and told you a funny story about how I was live streaming and I spilt a huge cup of coffee on my table and I didn't know what to do about it. Not necessarily what happened, but that is a great story for you to tell in your live stream because people want to be able to see you and feel connected to you and feel like they resonate or there are something to do, they can relate to you. That's the word I was looking for. They want to be able to relate to you, right? So rewind to what just happened there. I was stumbling over my words just slightly, but keep going, keep talking, right? So you want to share those stories. And if it is a personal story, another note there is the fact that if it's a personal story, it means that it's just going to land no matter what because it is something that is actually real, something that is authentic that's happened to you. Your story, your experience is going to be the thing that resonates with people most because we're human after all. So after you go into your introduction, you reiterate in your head what your goals are and you're presenting all the content as you see fit in that way. You're gonna then want to move on to your offer. So it's a great, great way to transition from the storytelling to your offer. Now, my offer is going to be that I'm offering live stream sessions for business owners at $50 per 15-minute stream. So if you are interested in me streaming for you on your business platform, it is a $50 fee for 15 minutes, okay? So that is available for only 2 more weeks. If you are a client of mine, I charge upwards of $250 to $500 per stream, okay? If it's something that's super, super easy, it can maybe be discounted more, but depending on what exactly you're looking to stream, whether or not it requires additional preparation, if it's just a product expertise video, research may be needed, education may be needed, and so it does take additional time outside of that 15 minutes to prepare for the stream. Now, if you want it to go easy and you don't want to put your face on camera, but you are looking for some live stream content for your business, it may be the best option for you to outsource it. So to go to somebody else if you don't want to do it yourself. If you want to do it yourself, I definitely recommend that route because you are going to be in control the whole way through and you are going to know exactly what you want done. Now, delegation is key here, but also it is your business and this is the face of your business. So whoever you choose to do that, you're going to want to make sure that you pick them very carefully. Now, in terms of the rest of the content and the offer, it really depends on what your offer and business is about. If your offer is a product or a service, or maybe it's a niche product that requires a very different creative propositioning, you're gonna need to think about that stuff before your stream as well. So that was a great way for me to transition to the offer, which is basically that I'm able to live stream for you. Now, like I said, if you're a service or a product, it's gonna be different for you. So say for instance, you are a product and you want more product exposure. You are going to be storytelling about how that specific product has benefited you specifically, okay? So say for instance, I'm selling this box, okay? On the stream. This is a little box, metal box that I got. It has a beautiful design on the sides. It has a lid. It is open so that I can see through it and see the items inside. And it's the perfect option for anything small like little jewelry items or anything else that I might want to keep in here. Now, if I were to do a live stream trying to sell this box, I'm probably going to start by putting something in it, start talking about the store, the product, how I love this box because it keeps my special grandmother's jewelry separate from the rest of mine. And I really enjoy the feel of this box because it feels very luxurious and fancy. And it looks like it's real metal, although I'm not quite sure what it's made of. So it has this beautiful rose on the top of it, which adds to the overall aesthetic of the box. And as soon as I open it, I am flooded with the memories of my grandmother and all of the beautiful jewelry that I keep in there. It makes me feel very, very warm and special, and I know she would love this box. So this is my story that I'm telling you. The offer is that this box is only $10.99 for 2 days or 24 hours. So if you would like to purchase this box, please leave a comment down below and I will follow up with a direct message in order to send you the PayPal link for this box. $10.99, which is usually $50, is now $10, and it is your opportunity to get a discount. So please send me a direct message now. Okay, so that's, for instance, the story that I'm telling you about this box. I'm telling you the price, what the offer is, and what the discount would be, and how long it's on for. So that's gonna be the main priority of you if you are doing a product expertise demonstration. Of course, there are going to be many more value benefits to this, and ideally your story will have multiple parts to it and multiple different personal things attached to it. But that is basically what you would do. If you are a service, you might start to go in depth about a possible customer experience, a review that you read on your site, or maybe you might want to even invite the person that you perform the service for onto the stream to do an interview style video. Now that goal is going to be specifically to show you some social proof, which means a customer who has already been doing your services or using your product for a while, and they are looking for evidence on how effective is it really, okay? So these are new customers that are looking to your old customer to gain more information about the product or the service. So that's gonna be your goal that way. And the way that you structure your stream is going to be different for those, right? I can't do a whole stream that's an hour long going over every single different business vertical and style of video that you can do. The only thing I can do is remind you to keep these little things in mind, that it is the relationship that you build with your customers. And that is first and foremost what's going to drive your content, because you're going to be thinking about how is my viewer going to be relating to me? And that's really, really important. So that is another example of a way that you could structure your stream if you were a service-based business. So I did just post this graphic, which is on my Instagram page right now. So head on over there and give it a like after you watch this stream. But it basically just shows you 5 reasons to live stream. And if you keep these reasons and goals in mind while you're developing the content for your stream, you'll be much more successful overall. So if you want to grow a quality customer base, you need to build relationships via live stream with that customer base and make sure that you're consistent and you're building that true community, okay? If you want to make more sales and money by live streaming, you're going to need to go on to the live stream and promote a specific sale or a coupon code for your customers to use right away. If you want to generate excitement, for instance, or anticipation, you could host a game night where there's prizes and special incentives to join. You can host a very special guest, a chit chat or a Q&A. And depending on what it might be, maybe it's something that's a product related item where you could do something that you know is going to get your viewers very excited to do that. If you want to build up a resource library for your customers, you need to be streaming consistently so that they can access this information and see it at the front of your profile. You want to make sure that they are able to get that need to know expertise very easily so that you are converting that person so that they can gain information from you later on and continuously. If you want to expand into new audiences, you could easily collaborate with a friend in your network or potentially a business colleague or someone that you respect in your industry and see if they want to collaborate with you. So this is very similar to an influencer relationship. However, with live streaming, you would basically find somebody in your industry that you resonate with, that you think your audience would be just as is as interested in, and host them on your live stream and do a Q&A. This is a great way to not only to expand new audiences, but to also generate excitement and anticipation, just like that game night. So these are all different goals that you might have in mind, and it's important to consider all the options when you're trying to reach your goal. So whether it's growing a quality customer base, expanding it to new customers, making more sales and converting more customers, generating excitement, or building up a library of expertise, those goals are the main priority for you when you're developing your content. And once you have that storytelling into your offer, then you have the opportunity to make that CTA, which is a call to action. So that's going to be very, very clear to you once you know what your goals are in terms of demanding what your audience to do. So for instance, my call to action is that if you did not see last week's episode, you're definitely going to want to take a look at that. I need more views on those because those are where the information lies, right? So here in episode 1, we covered everything that you need to know pre-stream, including even some makeup tips, some tech and tricks, lighting and camera tools, technology tools and things like that, positioning yourself, your mental resilience, and your ability to demolish fear by going live and just doing it. And then today, of course, we talked about what you're going to say during your live stream, okay? And the structure of that to make sure that it's an effective and worthwhile stream. If you end up going through the stream and then you get off the stream and you remember, oh, I forgot to do this, I forgot to do that, I forgot to do this, and those are most important parts of your live stream, then you really have wasted a little bit of your time because you didn't end up getting all of the information out in that one video. Now, of course, there's various ways to distribute the information if you want to make a post or a story later on. But in terms of making sure that every single minute spent on live stream is effective, you're gonna need to make sure that you have a plan by your side. Here I have my clipboard and all of my notes printed out. Still, I can get scatterbrained sometimes, but that's another note worth noting, that sometimes if you have too many notes and they're too condensed, it can be a little bit harder to follow along. Sometimes you're only gonna want a sentence or a word here and there just to trigger that information so that you can convey it directly to the camera by looking directly at the camera. So, with all that being said, now that I've resumed all of the information that we covered today and how you can make sure that your goals are met during your live stream, I'd really love for you to check out the last episode of our stream. I went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but it's because it's super important to make sure that you're consuming all of this information so that when you go live, you're not going to end up feeling bad afterwards, and that you're going to get everything that you need to get out in the stream done properly and effectively, okay? Next up, please go ahead and comment down below and let me know where you are in the streaming process. Have you considered streaming for your business? Is it something that you're just not really interested in? Is it something that you have been meaning to do for a while, but you've just been too nervous to do so and you don't really feel as confident? Where are you in the streaming process? Maybe you're considering hiring somebody else out. Maybe you want to do a brand ambassadorship and make somebody else the face of your business. What is it? Please leave a comment down below to give me more insights on how well this little series is doing for you guys and how I can improve it in the end based on where you guys are in your consideration for live streaming. Other than that, I just want to thank you guys so much and invite you to watch my next stream, which is going to be about generating a buzz for your stream. So how do I make these streams exciting and how do I make them fun to watch and get an anticipation so that people are waiting to watch them, okay? So that's what I'm gonna be talking about next week. Don't forget that I am offering the $50 15-minute stream offer for you for a limited time only. So if you are interested in getting me to stream for your company for 15 minutes for $50, please send me a direct message into my IG DM right now and let's chat about how that could work and whether or not we're a fit for your company and for live streaming. This is an offer that is usually 3 to 4 times as much in terms of monetary value, but because this is such a new stream and because this stream is mostly for people looking to do it themselves, I wanted to make sure that it was a very, very, very cheap and affordable rate and to get it going. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next Wednesday. The time has been changed to Wednesdays during the day rather than at 8 p.m. in the evening, just because we wanted to make it more accessible for the day and test out different time frames to do it in. So thanks again, and I hope that you have a fabulous rest of your week. Don't forget to tune in next Wednesday, 1 p.m. EST. Goodbye for now.